Perfect. Bear with me for a second. It'll be on my YouTube channel. I'm just gonna. I don't know how to give. Can somebody give Maida the Zoom link? Let me see. She doesn't see it. One second, everyone. Thank you. Please bear with me for a second here, everyone. Zoom link is here. How do I? Okay, you guys are here. Michael, can you? Okay, thank you, Michael. If you can send that, I appreciate that. Here comes Carolyn. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to welcome us and get us started here. Beautiful. Michael, thank you so much for that. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Wherever you are on this beautiful sacred earth, I welcome you. Thank you so much to our beautiful December. And we have our luck. We're being welcomed by the leaf blowers loud outside our windows. So just please don't mind it. We're going to get in our sacred space. So I just want to thank you all for coming. You can just unmute for a second so you can say hello real quick. Good morning. Thank you, Melissa from Miami being here. Good morning, sister. Thank you, Kristen from Virginia being here. Thank you, Catherine from New York being here. Thank you, Rachel. Rachel, you're in Nice, France right now, or England?
No, I'm in the UK at the moment.
You're in the UK.
I will be going to Nice, France at the end of the month.
So, okay, perfect. So thank you for joining us from the UK. Michael, thank you for being up and early. It's such a great mood. And from upstairs. Thank you, love. And Caroline, thank you so much for being here. You are joining us. Are you in Baltimore or are you in Virginia right now?
I'm in Virginia.
Virginia. Thank you so much, Caroline. Thank you so much for all of you being here. I felt so joyful to start December with all of you and so deeply honored. I'm recording this for some of the ones that are going to be joining a little bit later. Just this morning, I'm going to go over a few things with each other. From tomorrow, we're just going to start right at 7:30, dive right into it. So just bear with me for a few minutes. As we start this December, we're going to go pretty much through the same that we have been doing. The first 30 minutes, we're just relaxing into it. And what I wanted to really welcome all of you is just notice, not observe, just notice, be a witness, and really drop into your breath. Drop into the ease of your breath, just breathing. And you see images, thoughts come. Notice if there is anything associated with the trigger. If it is, what is so important is please notice the emotion of it. So if a thought created some sort of trigger, so allow that to be the emotion, because the emotion will indicate whether it's more in alignment with this source, the presence, or it's in separation of it. So that's that space. So for example, let's say a thought came in the middle, a thought came and it has some heaviness with it. That's what's here. Remember, it's arrived because it's on its way out. So all you do as you're sitting in here, you're going to breathe love into it. You're going to breathe love into it. And it might be often your little child that has experienced that emotion. So if the emotion was disappointment, you're going to just hold that emotion of disappointment like it's a little child. Good morning, Maida from Canada. And if it's like, let's say, sadness, you're just going to hold the emotion of sadness. And that's all. You're going to bring the love into just holding it. You're not going to go into the emotion. This is very, very important. I want to make sure everybody knows that part within this first 30 minutes as you're sitting in silence. So, and here's Mayam. So, thank you so much. Welcome, Maida. Welcome, Mayam from Virginia. Welcome, Irma from Virginia. So grateful to have all of you. Thank you so much for being here. So just to recap, in this 30 minutes that you're sitting here, you're just breathing, relaxing, chillaxing, sit back and enjoy. Thoughts come up, watch them. Do not observe them. It's very important for you to stay right here because you want to bring it into your body. If an emotion rises that is a bit heavier, you're going to just notice the emotion, whether it was like, let's say, disappointment, sadness. We're talking about the heavier emotion. Anger, frustration. You're going to just notice it and you're going to allow your presence to just hug that emotion. The greater you hug it, you're not going to go into the emotion. This is very, very important. Now, you may also have emotions such as joy and excitement and liberation. Those are so beautiful. You want to breathe those, and you're going to also allow your presence to just hold those as well, so you can deepen it. The thing is deepening it into your body. Okay. You have then your crystal, so 30 minutes afterwards, I cannot express how important it is for those of you that may have not been doing this, may have forgotten, somewhere 30 minutes. As you allow the crystal energy to expand inside of you outward, be sure to take this crystal energy, this diamond crystalline field, allow every organ of yours be sort of like showered by this crystalline energy, especially during, as we go into winter, fall time. You want to really boost your energy from inside out and let the crystal do it for you. Today, for me, I think day 307 or 310 that I've been doing this every day. Every day, I actually start with my feet. Oh my gosh, I feel my feet are crystal, my toes, my ankles, my shins, and I come up my knees, my thighs, and I go all the way up, and I go inside all, charging them with the crystalline field. So I want to just remind you, take yours. Who better will do it than you? Feed you from inside out, so it radiates even greater. Then let Gaia's energy underneath blast you, shower you. Remember, this is your part of the morning. You're just receiving, you're aligning, receiving, aligning from your own self. And as you drop into the center, alignment with your present, slow down your breath to really become one with it. I've been finding in about 40 minutes or so, I'm so in unification with the presence. It's like every solution is suddenly there. And I want to share this with you. I've had the experience to then suddenly dropping into, oh my gosh, I got to see the vortex of creation. For those of you that maybe years ago had listened to Abraham, they always talk about the vortex. I got to experience where the vortex of creation is when I dropped into the presence. And I was like, wow, so everything truly is created, has been created. all as soon as I like just align with it, it truly comes in. And at the end of December, I want to tell you something very magical, very, 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 very magical. But I want us to go through it from a personal place that I can just tell you this really works. And it really, really, really works. So the only final thing I want to share with you is from August till now, one of the things that I have been doing towards the end, when I'm really tuned into the presence, I'm breathing in presence, creativity, and I'm breathing out my human stagnation. I'm breathing in the joy of presence deeper into me, and I'm breathing out human sadness. I'm breathing in the abundance of my presence into me, and I'm breathing out my human limitations. So I just want to share that with you. Somewhere incorporate the fullness and then the lack that somewhere is in all human beings that's being transformed, or more like expanded from inside out. I just welcome you. I leave that up to you if you want to do it. I found, wow, this is really incredible. My day is really flowing as I'm consciously aligning with that fullness, those qualities of the presence. So I love you all. You all can say hi to each other real quick before we begin, because today's the first day. We're just going to be a little bit over this, and then from tomorrow on, we drop right into it. How do you all feel being here? Yeah, excellent. Wonderful. And a couple of things. If you cannot be here at 7:30 in the morning, it is okay. Sometime try your best to do this first thing in the morning, because everything else will start off from this presence. Remember, this month, what we're doing, we're going to really hone in this self, highest love, so everything else can stream through this place. If for some reason you cannot make it, it's not the end of the world at all. Just don't beat yourself at all. No judgment, nothing. Get on, do it 1 hour for yourself, and no problem. And you can always leave your comments afterwards. And I'll be posting the videos. I'll be posting the Zoom link every morning for us about 7:20 from tomorrow on. Okay? We're all good? Are we ready to start? Okay, let's begin. I love you all. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful nourishment. Joy with your presence. And begin. I'm going to remind you, this is joyful. Allow the joy of being with your presence take precedence. I'll see you in less than an hour at 8:30. So today is going to be about 50 minutes. Okay.
No, I can't hear you, honey. Oh, I can now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I had done this. Welcoming all of you back. Not sure why it wasn't working.
Whoa.
Welcome everyone. Just come in, unmute yourself. Come on back in with your beautiful, delicious presence. My God, come in here. Turn your microphone on, turn your beautiful video on, and drink some water. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful frequency, for being here today, for those of you who are currently here, and for those of you who took part and had to leave. So grateful to you. Today, after we finish, I'm going to write just a couple of the reminders as just in case some of us have been kind of forgotten after the crystal and connecting from Gaia's crystalline Christ consciousness grid and all the way out, source light, divine mother, divine father, and dropping in that alignment and allowing it to radiate through all of our bodies. I'm going to write that all down so that we can just remember those. And really, that ending part, if we can remember, which I did today, for all of us around Earth where we're located, it was so beautiful to see them, to see our presence intertwined together around Earth. So beautiful, so beautiful. So thank you so much, everyone. Anybody likes to share anything? I know, Catherine, you're in the car. I think you're driving somewhere. Maybe we'll have you if there's anything you like to share, my dear.
Good morning, everybody. Now,
Good morning. Good morning, sweetheart.
drive my daughter, but I didn't realize that I didn't leave the meeting. Good morning. Leave the meeting. So I dropped my daughter. No, I'm in the meeting, so I figured I might as well join back in, but I was only able to meditate for a half hour.
Perfect. No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thanks for the radiance of light coming in. And happy belated birthday, Catherine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So let's see. Today was so interesting for me. I'm just going to very quickly, this immediately the lawnmowers, so they come, but today it seemed like they had extra machines today, so I muted myself. I can't wait to see what Michael's response is. The loudness was unbelievable, but I said, wow, look at that, like the start of today. What is the one thing that I'm very sensitive to is noise, the level of lawnmowers. I keep visualizing silent lawnmowers or leaf blowers that are silent. That's what I keep visualizing. It was so loud today. But you know what I did? I noticed, okay, am I having a trigger? I said, no, I just, it was interesting. I actually started smiling. I said, you know what? I'm going to just align myself with the noise and I'm going to drop into it. And it was so beautiful because it actually didn't irritate me. Because usually it really does irritate me. But it was somehow ended up being beautiful. This extreme loud level of leaf blowers. I felt
I'm laughing because I'm pulling up to my house and they started a half hour ago.
Oh boy.
There's 4 of them. It's terrible. I'll mute myself so I don't trigger you.
No trigger, no trigger. It's beautiful. Just level of how loud they are. Anyway, so that was one thing that was very, very loud, and I was actually just allowing it. I was watching. Am I going to go into trigger? Am I going to allow trigger, allow, and then and at some point I've been in the more of the vision how beautiful it is to have silent lawnmowers, silent leaf blowers, silent construction. So, oh, I love that word of silence. So I started really visualizing and getting excited over that instead. So that was a bit of mine this morning, but I'm open to hear about yours. Whoever wants to share. Hi, Maya.
It's good to see you again.
See you,
meditation. I actually started out with a lot of laughter because it's usually very noisy around this time of around my house. So I kind of like just, acknowledging that I'm in presence. My presence has a lot of noise in it. And then of course, as soon as I, open my eyes, my cat's all over me and he's like meowing and wondering, why am I not being fed this morning? Mom, why are you just sitting there? And I just kept laughing. It was just, so thank you. This was a great way to start my day. Just laughing a lot.
Yes. Isn't that beautiful where we can begin to take let's say the outer of life and actually laugh with it versus being pissed off at it. So this is all part of the presence that is beginning to shift us because it's more of that. And the presence laughs. It doesn't care.
It's hilarious.
It doesn't care because it's so whole and complete.
And the cough is snoring, getting louder and louder. So I put my earphones on. But it was great. I love the crystal idea. I was holding my crystal, just attaching it all over the place, and I had fun with that. And that kind of tuned out everything else after a while. So thank you. This was great.
Wonderful. Thank you. Welcoming you back, Mariam. Thank you so much.
Oh, I had a great experience. I at the beginning felt happiness and stuff too because I'm just being here with you guys. And I was on time. And then I've been working on some stuff with frustration and anger, and that kind of came up in me, but it wasn't like like today, like it was like you said, I wasn't falling into it. I was more just observing that, oh, okay, yeah, that is still there, and okay, I'm working on that. Like let's hold it. Let's say it's okay for it to be there. Like I had it and it was there to protect me. So now it's okay. I'm older. I can deal with this on my own, and we don't need her anymore. And that she's able to not be so frustrated and angry. And then I just like a feeling of like, it was like my heart went like a poof, like a little crystal pop. And it was like that was gone. Like it was like, okay, poof, that was gone. All right, now, like, okay, now it's like next thing, what's next? And then I started feeling the presence just really like moving in me. And I started moving. I could move my body. Like I felt like it needed to come out because it was in my like solar plexus and in my heart. And it's like it needed to move up and out of my head. Like it was weird. I had this feeling of like, and like I had to put my crystal here to like help it, like almost like to help it move through, because it was like something was in there to help block it. Like it was like, oh no, you're not going to leave here. But then I put my crystal in and it was like poof, like like I don't know, it just turned into this like again, happiness and love and like grace and peace and all the things that we know to be presence. And it filled me through my center chakra.
The natural state is that.
Yeah.
And those emotions actually are there to help you to be able to connect with that natural state.
Yeah, and say like what's good and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and like feel the difference between those two states. And then I had this feeling of like, as it was coming down back into my head, it was like, it was doing figure eights, but they were figure eights up and down and then on its side. So it was both planes. It was like this throughout my whole body until it just felt like it settled into my root and ground. And I just drew this like little sun star thing. And then light just came out. So it was like, and I was just like, oh.
Were you like, I'm back home?
Yeah, like, hey, good morning. Like, I just need to be back doing this every day. And I also got these little things. They're like, it's called Now Tone Therapy. It's only 3 minutes, but it's I started it at the very beginning, and it only lasts 3 minutes, but it really dropped me into just my meditative calm state, like where, you know, you guys had all this stuff, like sound things. Mine was definitely like, no, just like tone, like get into it, Melissa. You're coming back. You're coming home, honey. So
thank you so much for sharing that. Really
thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much.
And you know, for those of us that really come today, we start our day. Guys, there is no greater gift we can give to yourself or to others other than start the day with you in this place. Meet the different parts of you, your physical, emotional, mental, etheric, spiritual, and connect, align with the fullness of what you are. And then the day, everything else can wait. And because you can't wait, you have to meet you, because that's where everything already is. And thank you so much for that. Yes, Rachel,
Thank you.
Michael, thank you.
Hey, wow. I was really, really triggered this morning, like so triggered, so like. And
Start.
yeah, it was really interesting going through the trigger of going through extreme fear and then real heartache and hurt, like really hurt.
Wow.
And to do with starting a new relationship, and I had it this morning. It was just like, what if it doesn't work? And I knew it was to do with fear, all my fear. So I really went through the fear, and then I went through the whole trigger of like the ex-husband and how that really hurt my heart. But then realizing that actually it had nothing to do with me. It was his intention. His intentions were not as my intentions were, and that his intentions were not, he wasn't able to love me. It was to help me. He wanted to be with me to solve his problems in his life, basically. So that's why it didn't work. Nothing to do with me. So that's quite empowering to realize that it wasn't personal to me. And then when I had the presence just came in, this light and started filling up my sacrum and the solar plexus and the base, and just felt much calmer and clear, really clear. Yeah.
It's very important to notice that, because things will, you'll notice things will show up and they're still working. Some of the things are still working their way out because they're sometimes tangled, and now you're in this new relationship. So it's amazing to be a witness of your journey and what you went through, and then now here. So then some of the things surfacing, the what ifs, and allowing that to also show up, to go on its way out. And it's amazing. This is the gift as a group when we meet these energies, right? then we are able to allow that space really open up, and because it already is open, and these things don't allow the fullness to be open. So thank you so much for that. And I totally relate to both you and Melissa as well, but because as soon as that alignment, it's just, oh, it feels like the whole inside feels so vibrant and joyous. I can't help myself, this joy I feel, because it's been met. Now it's like, oh, I'm in my natural state. Let's start. And it just feels so glowing radiance. You can't help yourself, and you feel it. It's right inside of your heart.
And very quick, the realization, oh, it's done. Like,
Yep.
Okay, all right, move on now. It's okay, yeah.
Because it's fine-tunement. You've been able to, when you've gone through this consistently for days, you're able to drop in very quickly. And the group energy allows the space, because it's a space that's been prepared before, that you can drop in way faster, way faster, way faster. So here this month, we're focusing on this alignment and refinement and retunement in a much stronger way. So it becomes faster and faster and faster on your own. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you. Yeah, it's funny that the trigger came up this morning. That's interesting. It came, why?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of this, I'm sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Michael, are you available? Let's see. Is he still in meditation? Michael, did you finish, my love? Or you're still in meditation? I can't tell. Okay, let me see. Well, good thing about him being here, I can just ask 1 second. Hello? Are you in meditation still? Oh, you're still in meditation. Okay, so we were going to ask how you are. Okay. He's still in meditation. He's not finished. He's staying in there a little bit more. So we're going to let him be. Oh, so wonderful. So I'm going to be posting this video on our page, and also I write the things up from before, just a couple of reminders. Go through your day, enjoy your day, and just note the thing that I really want us to recognize when we're setting this tone, this frequency, this alignment. From this vibration is what is the energies drawn to our outer experience, outer reality. It flows from here. That's why when we are, let's say we start this in the morning, because if triggers or whatever have showed up in the morning, we can meet it so we don't create more of it. Because with any of this, we're going to only create more. So if there's that frustration and you don't do anything in refinement, you're going to only, with that vibration, create more experiences through your day, because it hasn't been met. You see what I mean? So when you meet it in here, you're able to align with it. Then the signal has shifted. Now the signal is vibrating that. So then universe corresponds with that. And that's the experience you begin to see on your outer experience. This is a very, very, it is really becoming conscious, aware, deliberate about our day, and having fun with it, because now you feel this, it's like, okay, this is, it's fun, joy, like, so from here the signal is going to be, so from here now answer the emails, from here make the calls, from here make the plans, from here do an event, from here call a friend, from here go buy groceries, from here get in the car. that's a very different experience you will have. That's my big, big, big passing on wisdom from this 300 some days. Wow, what a difference. Anyway, I love you all. Happy December 1st. Oh, so it feels so enriching to have been with all of you today. Thank you so much. I'll be seeing you first thing, 7:30 in the morning tomorrow. Bright and shining.
Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Rachel.
Have a good day.
Have a good one.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love
Have
you.
a great day.
Michael,
Love
have
you.
fun. I love you. Thank you, Irma. Thank you, Maida. Thank you, Mariam. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Carolyn. Thank you, everybody else that was on. Thank you so